Ever wondered how you can become an owner of the company you're working for? Let's dive into the world of employee stock purchase plans. Think of an employee stock purchase plan, or ESPP for short, like a special store. But instead of selling the latest fashions or tech gadgets, this store sells something even more exciting: shares of your company's stock. And the best part? This store often offers these shares at a discounted price, just for being an employee. It's like being given an exclusive coupon to buy a piece of the company you work for. Now, there are two types of ESPPs, non-qualified and qualified. But let's put it in terms we can all understand. Picture this. You walk into your favorite store on a regular day, you see something you like, and you buy it. That's a non-qualified ESPP. You're buying company stock, but there are no special tax advantages. On the other hand, a qualified ESPP is like shopping on a sale day. Not only do you get to buy what you like, but you also get it at a discounted price, and you might even get some tax benefits. With a qualified plan, you're purchasing stock at a discount, and you're potentially deferring the tax on that discount until you sell the stock. It's like getting a double deal. But, like any good sale, there are rules. For instance, you might have to hold on to the stock for a certain period before you can sell it. It's like buying a discounted sweater in the summer. You can't wear it right away, but when winter comes around, you'll be glad you made the investment. In the grand scheme of things, ESPPs are a great way for employees to dip their toes into the world of investing and ownership. They provide a unique opportunity to invest in a company you're already invested in emotionally and professionally. So, ESPPs sound like a great deal, right? But wait, there's more to consider. Now that you know what an ESPP is, let's dive into its pros and cons. Think of ESPPs as a secret menu item at your favorite restaurant, with its own set of perks and quirks. On the sunny side, ESPPs often give you a discount on the company's stock price. Imagine walking into your favorite store and everything is on sale. That's what this discount feels like. It's similar to a guaranteed return on your investment, and who doesn't love a good bargain? Another advantage is that these plans allow you to invest in your company's success. Picture this. You're not just an employee, but also an owner. You're not just working for the company, you're working with the company. The better the company performs, the more your shares could be worth. It's like cheering for your favorite sports team and getting a piece of the championship trophy when they win. Now, let's swing over to the other side of the seesaw, the potential drawbacks. One risk is that the company's stock price could drop. It's like buying a ticket to a concert and then the band cancels. You're left holding on to something that's lost its value. Another downside is the limitations on when you can sell. ESPPs often have holding periods, which means you can't sell your shares immediately after buying them. It's a bit like buying a cake and not being able to eat it right away. You have to wait for the right time, which can sometimes be a little nerve-wracking. And of course, there's the risk that comes with any investment, the market's unpredictability. It's similar to riding a roller coaster without a map. You never know when the next drop or loop is coming. As with any investment, ESPPs come with their own set of risks and rewards. It's like a game of chess. You have to strategize and make the right moves at the right time. But remember, you're not alone in this game. There are resources and people out there to help guide you, so buckle up and enjoy the ride. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another way companies reward their employees: restricted stock units. Imagine you've been given a beautifully wrapped gift, but you're told you can't open it just yet. You need to wait. That's essentially what a restricted stock unit, or RSU, is. It's a promise from your company that you'll receive shares of its stock at a future date. Let's break it down further. The restricted part of the name comes from the fact that you can't immediately access this gift. Just like that tantalizingly wrapped box, you have to wait until a specified time before you can rip off the wrapping paper. This is known as the vesting period. The vesting period is like a countdown clock. It might be a couple of years, or it could be tied to certain performance milestones, but once that clock hits zero, it's party time. Your RSUs become unrestricted, and you can finally cash in on your company's generosity. Now, you might be wondering, why would a company do this? Well, it's a way for them to retain talented employees. It's like they're saying, stick around and we'll make it worth your while. But what's the catch, you ask? Well, unlike with employee stock purchase plans, you don't have an option to buy or not. The RSUs are granted to you whether you like it or not, and when they vest, they become taxable income. So, while you're waiting for the vesting period to end, you might want to start saving for that tax bill. Moreover, if the company's stock price drops, your RSUs could end up being worth less than you might have hoped. It's a bit like waiting all year for Christmas, only to find out that Santa's brought you socks. Again. So, RSUs might seem a little complex, but they can be a valuable part of your compensation package. They're not just a gift, they're a promise of potential future wealth. Just remember to plan ahead for tax time and maybe keep your fingers crossed for a bit of stock market luck. Let's take a closer look at the advantages and disadvantages of RSUs. Picture them as a safety net under a tightrope walker. Even if the tightrope walker, or in this case, the stock price, takes a tumble, you're still left holding on to something of value. This is one of the main benefits of RSUs. They have value even if the stock price falls. It's like having your cake and eating it too, but without the guilt or the extra calories. Now let's talk about the potential drawbacks. The tax implications of RSUs can be a bit like a surprise visit from your in-laws, unexpected and potentially a bit of a headache. The moment your RSUs vest, they're counted as income, and you'll be taxed accordingly. This happens whether you sell your shares or decide to hold on to them. It's like being handed a beautifully wrapped gift, only to find out later that you owe taxes on it. Another potential downside is the lack of control over when they vest. Imagine you're on a roller coaster, and you're not the one controlling the speed or when the ride ends. That's what it's like with RSUs. The vesting schedule is set by the company, and you're along for the ride whether you like it or not. Now, how does it differ for private or public companies? Well, in a private company, you might have to wait until an event like a sale or IPO to sell your shares, making your RSUs a bit like a lottery ticket. You could strike it rich, or you could end up with a piece of paper. On the other hand, if you're in a public company, you can sell your shares as soon as they vest, making it more like a bird in hand. Like ESPPs, RSUs are a bit of a gamble, but they can pay off big time, so keep your wits about you, do your homework, and who knows, you might just hit the jackpot. Now that we've explored both employee stock purchase plans and restricted stock units, let's see how they stack up against each other. Just like deciding between chocolate and strawberry ice cream, the best choice is often a matter of taste, or in this case, your financial situation and goals. ESPPs are like the chocolate ice cream of the stock world. They're a classic, offering employees the chance to buy company stock at a discount. It's a sweet deal, especially if the company is doing well. The cherry on top, you can sell your shares right away if you want, making it a quick and potentially profitable treat. However, like chocolate ice cream, the sweetness can sometimes be too much. If the company's stock value drops, you could be left with a bitter taste. On the other hand, RSUs are more like strawberry ice cream. They're a bit more complicated but can be just as rewarding. RSUs are shares given to you by the company, usually over a period of time. It's like a sundae that keeps on giving. Yet, like strawberries, RSUs can sometimes be a bit tart. They're taxed as income when they vest, which can result in a hefty bill. Plus, you're at the mercy of the company's performance. If the stock value dips, your sundae might not be as sweet as you'd hoped. Whether you're at a public or private company can also influence your choice. ESPPs are generally a safer bet for public companies, where stock prices are more transparent. On the other hand, RSUs can be a great option for private companies, where they can serve as a tantalizing promise of future wealth. Ultimately, the decision between ESPPs and RSUs should be based on your individual circumstances, your financial goals, risk tolerance, and belief in the company's future. It might be that a mix of both is the best way to go, like a scoop of chocolate and strawberry ice cream together. Whether you choose ESPPs, RSUs, or a mix of both, remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your financial future.